we now have a broody hen. So what that means is she will lay an egg and she will stay and sit on it, hoping for them to hatch. We don't have a rooster, so unfortunately none of her eggs will hatch. So what I've done is I took some of the duck eggs that our ducks lay and leave, and I've given them to this hen because I don't know if they're fertile or not, but we'll see what happens. So I've given her 3 duck eggs, and she seems to like them, and we'll sit on them and we'll see what happens. So one of today's project is starting to get this field cleaned up. We're gonna set up some picnic tables and toys and stuff for kids to play on. So we've got all this mess to deal with before we can have people in there. Karen and Larry have started already. We got a whole lot of work to do. Oh, don't skip it. Now they're all gone.
Oh, there's some more.
Now we have a porcupine in our backyard again.
It is Friday evening, and we've had a busy day doing stuff here at the farm. But one thing that comes with running an operation like this is that you also have to make time for family activity and having fun. So 3 years ago, I guess it is now, a good friend of mine from way back had a boat for sale that he wasn't using anymore, so we ended up with it, and we've enjoyed 3 summers with it now. Anyway, I've got it out now, and I'm about to hook everything up and see if we can get it fired up for the beginning of the year. It's the 28th of May, or April, sorry. And boating season is going to be starting soon, and we want to enjoy it. So, anyway, this is the monster here. It's very dusty and dirty and everything else, but I'm going to pull the covers off and hook the hose up to the water intake and see if we can get her fired up, and we'll go from there. So get back with you in a minute. Last year, the end of the season, we put all our life jackets and such like in these garbage bags and spread mothballs around, and there's our wonderful power plant. Good GM product. So I've got to go, and we've got the battery disconnected here, and I'm gonna hook that up, and then we have a set of earmuffs, they're called, I guess, that we put on the drive that pumps water into the motor, so we can fire it up and see how she's gonna run. So I'm gonna hook that battery up and get the hose out and hook up the earmuffs and see if we can get her to fire up. So let's get at it. So, got our hose hooked up, and our earmuffs, as they're maybe called, hooked up, so that once I'm rolling over the motor, it'll start sucking water into the motor, which cools the engine, and we should be good to go. So we'll hop in the boat here and see if we can get her to turn over. Last fall, I had a guy come in that's a local guy that's a mechanic, and had him winterize the boat, flush everything out, fog the system, so that when we come back to this year, it starts up just fine. So, you know, couple 30 seconds of rolling and we're off to the races. So and of course it just died. When we put this away last year, excuse me as I crawl into the boat. When we put this away last year, we put what they call a fogging oil in it, and what that does is lubricate all the carburetors and systems in it so that there's oil in it and it doesn't dry out and rust and corrode and everything else. So sometimes burning that oil through is a bit of a nightmare, but at the end of the day it started and we're going, so we'll get her fired back up here and let her warm up. So get back with you in a minute. Hopefully in the next couple weeks we'll get it out and do some tubing and enjoy the water. So for now it's in the garage. Just turn you around here and have a look-see. So anyway, it's tucked in here, and got the engine compartment open to try and dry some of the condensation out. And we'll give it a good buff and a shine and everything else and get it ready for the season. So hoping to get on some more adventures this year with Parks Canada and the 2017 celebration of Canada's 150th. All the locks on the Rideau Canal system are free this year, so we're hoping to take a couple of adventures, I guess you'd call it, and tour around a bit and see what we can enjoy of the beautiful Rideau Canal. We have been down through Portland and Westport with the boat before, and maybe explore a little further down towards Kingston or up the other way and up through the Ottawa and see what we can come up with. So anyway, looking forward to another great season on the river. As I said before, it's always great, you know. It's one of those things, it's kind of a saying, work hard, play hard, and you know, it's nice that we can enjoy some time with the family, and we like to get out. The girls love tubing and being out on the river, so we do it as much as we can and try and enjoy ourselves. So we'll see how the summer progresses, and we'll bring you along with that too. So anyway, for now, have a great evening. Just one last thing before we call it a day. It is what it is.